What is going on, guys? Today we're checking out an awesome guitar plugin. Today we're checking out the Stl Tones Howard Benson plugin. Let's get into it, boys. What is going on, everybody? My name's Ray. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today we're checking out an awesome plugin that came out towards the end of 2018, and I'm just now getting around to checking it out. So Howard Benson, a world-renowned producer and engineer, worked with bands like Bon Jovi, In Flames, My Chemical Romance. The list goes on and on. He is well known in the music industry, and he has created an awesome plugin with Stl Tones. So the look of this plugin is very similar to a lot of plugins. You know, you have 5 different amps, you have a cab block, and you have an effects block. Pretty simple. But there's certain things about this plugin that really stand out to me, which we'll get into. A couple high gain amps, a couple crunch amps, and a couple clean amps. You have everything built in-house, as well as a bunch of different cab options to really get all the tones you really want. But before we talk about the positives and the negatives and the overall summary of this plugin, in my opinion, let's get to a song, shall we? For the song, I'm in drop B using my Strandberg Bowden Metal 6-string, running right into my Radial DI box, which then goes into my Focusrite 8-Clair Pre. Bass Forge and Dark Glass are the bass plugins, as well as Superior Drummer 3 is the drum tones. When we come back, we'll talk about this plugin and my overall summary of it. Alright, boys, without further ado, here's the song. Alright guys, so that is the plugin. My overall summary, man, is I really like this plugin a lot. Yeah, I'll be honest, a lot of plugins, they all sound not necessarily the same, but they all do the same job, right? But lately I've been having a lot of problems with certain plugins in terms of the gate, man. Like it'll be a super aggressive in-your-face tone, but it'll be noisy, rowdy, and it's hard to tame, right? With the Howard Benson plugin, man, the Bogner Uberschall amp with the gate lined up is the biggest positive and the most refreshing thing, and it excites me honestly about this plugin. There's not even really a negative. I mean, you know, I really do try to find the positives and negatives of all the gear that I demo, but I really can't think of a negative for this plugin. It has 5 different amps, 3 different effects built in front of the amp. It's like 5 or 6 different cab IRs. I mean, it's just like there's so much built in-house. I guess maybe the only negative, if I have to give it a negative, there's no real like mixing capabilities. For example, there's no like parametric EQ or compressor limiter thing, but that's just really being picky, and you know, that doesn't even really matter. So again, there's really not a single negative I could give for this plugin. I really like it. So let's talk about the positives. There's, the one positive I already kind of hit on, but another positive is the presets. There's a Howard Benson section, an Ola England section, an Stl Tones section, as well as a Mike Politnikov section, and in these sections they have so many different presets. I'm a huge fan of presets. I think you guys know that. It's fun to chase tones and dial in your own stuff, but however, when you want to get something done and you want to showcase something, I think it makes more logical sense to showcase what's already given to you rather than me making my own thing. I hope that makes sense. For that song, used the Ola England stuff. I used the Screamin' lead for the lead stuff. I used the major riffage as well as the Swedish death metal presets. All 3 of those were in that track, and they were awesome, man. I really dug it. Another positive, which I almost forgot to mention, but I will mention it right now before I get to my main number 1 positive, is the built-in tuner. I know it's kind of lame, like, oh really, a tuner, but let me explain. I've had a lot of problems with tuners, especially in plugins. You know, it's nice to have a built-in tuner, but as soon as you start to tune it and it starts doing this, and it can't pick up the actual note, especially in the lower register, it kind of just shits the bed. It's like, what's the point of even having a tuner, especially if you're using it for a high gain amp. A lot of times people are using high gain stuff in lower tunings, but if it can't tune, what's the point? That problem is not here in the Howard Benson Stl Tones plugin. This tuner is rock solid, picks up anything in the lower registers. It was even down to drop A, where it was nice and smooth, getting right in the middle. It was never going nuts back and forth, and it's refreshing to where you have a built-in tuner and I don't have to like unplug it and put it into my Axe Effects and tune it and then unplug it again and put it back into my DI box. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. But again, the huge overall number 1 positive for this plugin is the gate. I love high gain stuff and I love to get super rowdy, aggressive, nasty distortion, but when it's super rowdy and disgusting and not clear and there's just unwanted noise, it's kind of like, why am I using this, right? I hate using external noise gates, and I hate when the noise gate built into a plugin doesn't really do the job. But this gate is stupid fast. It's wide open, but as soon as you stop playing, it clamps down super fast, and that is just, it's amazing, and it's what I look for a new noise gate for my style playing. Fast staccato stuff, you know, gent, you know, if you want to call it that. That's like my style, what I love to play, you know, 90% of the time. And this plugin knocks it out of the park, being able to have a wide open, rowdy, aggressive, tight, low end signal, but then as soon as you stop playing, cuts down on the signal like that. So guys, if you're in the market for a new plugin, why not try out the Stl Tones Howard Benson plugin? 5 different amps, 5 different cabs, 3 effects. It's awesome. You will not be disappointed. For rating, guys, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. So what do you guys think of the plugin? Leave it all down below in the comments. If you have this plugin, if you've tried it out, let me know your thoughts, or if you have something better that you guys have not seen me try, if you want to see me demo on this channel, leave it all down below. Love to hear from you guys. Again, if you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. It means the utmost to me. I do not take it for granted. If you could please hit that subscribe button, it'd mean the world to me. Thanks guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay metal, and I'll see you guys next time.